Hello my friends, welcome back. It's episode 25. We were going to do a destroy base. So let's go do a destroy base. And then we'll fly around for a bit and see when and where the next story mission is going to spawn. I think you need to do a few missions anyway to cause it to spawn. I'm not 100% on that. But, you know, what the hell, 4 skull missions, it's like the right difficulty for us. Everything's gotten a lot easier since I actually got a proper missile boat, though. That is for sure. Oh, I forgot to trade in my Master Tactician again, didn't I? I've literally just remembered now that I haven't got a Master Tactician set. So we'll have to see. I'll just have to deal with not having it. Deal with it.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, we are hot from the offset. Oh, look. It's a dude in one of those old school super helmets.
Affirmative.
What have they got? We have a Jaeger. Man, I wish I had lock now. An archer. Oh, it's a Type W. That's the really nice archer. I think. An LRM Bulldog. 2 LRM Bulldogs. An Archer and a Jaeger. So basically a total fire support lance.
Orders? Something I can do?
Yes, Commander.
Sadly,
Orders?
no sensor lock.
Standing by.
Right here. I'm your spaniel. On the move, full speed.
Full throttle.
So we'll just have to get some work done next time. Next turn.
Awaiting orders.
Okay.
Yeah? No problem.
That's one of those SAM fuelers, or I don't think that was quite enough missiles for it to be
Receiving you.
an LRM carrier, but it was too
Aye,
many
aye.
for it to be anything else. There we go, that's a nice reasonable shot. A Warhammer 6R and a Thunderbolt.
All weapons committed.
Okay, I just basted his legs.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Oh, that's not good. Oh!
Good to go. Moving out.
Well, that wasn't a good start, was it?
Firing all weapons.
That's a lot of missiles. How long can he sustain that for?
Damage minimal.
4 cans. A while.
Commander? On my way. Double time.
It is nice to have a fire support lance. It's just unfortunate that one of the bulldogs is toast already.
Waiting for orders. Moving to position. May I interest you in smelting armor?
There's too many enemies around to be merciful right now.
Tango down.
Ouch. I'm like, how did you get a penetrating hit?
Internal damage.
Oof.
They got a sensor lock
That
on
is
me.
not good.
Once more under the breach, dear friends.
Oh, I took another hit like that. I need to keep this guy right in the back.
All weapons committed.
Oh, nice hits. Look, there's the graphics that you should see on the mech itself, just floating in space. It's a really weird bug. I've mentioned it before. It was introduced with heavy metal in the base game, and of course they were never going to fix it.
Awaiting orders. Roger that.
Let's get rid of this
Let's
guy.
see how you like this.
Oh yes!
Target's taken a critical hit.
Oh, volley of missiles in there, and he's done.
Commander? Consider it done. Here you go.
Alright, can we break the engine? Nope.
That hit something good.
Knock him down though. That's gonna knock him down, surely. Ooh, another engine crit. Ouch. That was 120 damage.
Heavy hits, Commander.
I really didn't need to receive. Why is that not a shot? Okay. I have no idea why that's not a shot. Wow, I'm glad that that didn't hit my my Warhammer.
Do this.
What's up, Commander?
That would have been very bad. 12 HP, 3 hits. Goodbye, Catfract.
I hope we can salvage that.
Ooh, the Jaeger's got a solution now. That's some serious DPS pouring out of that thing.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Let's just
Copy that.
see if we can break the CT. Why is it that whenever I aim for the CT, I get the head? That's a lot of damage. Flush. Ah.
All weapons committed.
Okay, I somehow hit the other side of him from the side, but okay. Oh, right, he's still alive. Not for long.
Waiting for orders. Moving to position. Roger that.
Target destroyed.
Okay,
Enemy destroyed.
so there's an enemy support lance to get rid of. Oh, it's a charger. Ooh, the archer won't take much more of that. That awesome is getting softened up as well.
Alright, hit him hard now.
Commander,
I am going to fix that awesome after this, because that small laser in the head makes no sense.
copy that.
Alright, what am I looking at? Oh yeah, look, it is a Stormfleur. An LBX Demolisher, an LBX 20 Demolisher, and a Charger. Right, let's get rid of these first.
Confirmed.
He cannot be allowed to get close.
One for the scrap heap.
Okay, not bad. The Charger is not dangerous as long as we don't let it get too close. Right now, it's at least one turn away from being a problem.
Engaging target.
Okay, driver's dead.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Don't get close, Archer! Wow, he nailed that guy and he flushed his heat. That's actually a really good move, and he chose a good position.
Ready for orders.
I'm impressed.
Move order received. I'm gonna give him the big bubble.
This Charger does not have a lot of armor, so... Even with damage reductions, I'm not really that concerned. Oh, you are in range! Oh, this is gonna hurt. No, it's not. Got him in the leg. Ho ho ho! It's okay.
Standing by. Affirmative.
I can't believe he was in range, but I guess charging down the hill. Oof, that's high evasion.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Okay, something with 2 PPCs and missiles.
Oh, it's on now.
Probably turrets as well, yeah.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
He's okay, but he needs rescue.
Aye, aye.
Not having a sensor locker is really bad, but well.
It's fine.
No shot for the Jaeger. He cannot be allowed to get another turn. Oh! Yeah, that really doesn't matter.
Aye, aye.
Oh, he couldn't attack the Marauder because there's no path here. That also means that I can't attack him.
On the move.
Come on, break his legs. Oh, this is not good. Oh, oh my god, the Charger just ate him alive.
Ready for orders. Locking on. Reporting critical hit.
That's why you don't let that thing get near you.
Once more under the breach, dear friends.
Yes, Commander.
That's a big loss for me. It's pretty good fire support I just lost.
Target is on an outlet threat.
The Bulldog will probably finish him if the Jaeger doesn't have a shot. And the Jaeger has a shot, so he's probably dead.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh, he's still alive. Never mind.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay.
On my way.
Location confirmed.
Move order confirmed.
Okay, you just need to stay back.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Standing by. Here we go.
No sensor lock, I have to run in to actually get sight. There is one more enemy in the enemy support lance out there. Somewhere.
Waiting for orders. Locking in all weapon systems.
Okay. That's a lot of HP to get rid of.
I'm ready.
It sounds like a vehicle.
Acknowledge.
I think the last enemy out there is a tank. Okay, the turrets hopefully will not have a shot
One
now.
less turret.
No, they don't.
Yes, Commander.
Let's turn these off.
Copy that.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Structure down. It's history.
Brought it down.
Okay, there's the last unit in the support lance.
Engaging target.
No need to burn heat on that.
Target building destroyed.
Man, once again find myself in trouble. Well,
Right here.
I'm not in a bad position, but
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
I certainly wasn't expecting to be 1 HP away from losing one of my mech warriors. Oh wait, never mind, it's me anyway.
Awaiting orders.
And I am immortal.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
I have in me the blood of kings. NPC turret. What about this one? Let's get rid of this
Targeting
one.
for an alpha strike.
That's where that AC2 harassment was coming from. Okay, Jaeger's got a shot. Can they not get down there? Maybe they can't get down there, maybe they're stuck. The fact that there's an extra enemy lance is not
Ready for order. On my way.
good.
I said you're gonna like it.
That bulldog could kill that turret. Oh, you aimed for the wrong one. Yeah, that hurts. This is where the extra tough turrets, you know, they actually make a real difference. Because you get caught up in trying to kill them rather than engaging the enemy.
Engaging multiple targets.
They just buy a lot more time and they're just a lot more of a pain in the ass.
Target destroyed.
Orders?
Alright, nearly got him. Oof.
Taking minimal damage.
Systems are holding.
Ow. Leg is getting smashed.
Critical hit! Critical hit!
Let's move you down the hill.
Giving him everything I've got.
This'll, should prevent them from having a direct fire solution.
Turret destroyed.
Oh, they can get down. Okay, sweet. They'll probably engage that vehicle. They shouldn't have... I'm down here now, see? So they shouldn't have a shot anymore.
Yeah? Piece of cake.
It gives me time to cool down and reposition as well. I like a sensor lock is really
Commander?
making this more difficult than it
Double
needs to
time.
be.
Let's go.
Okay, a turret can see me. Because of course it can, it's a turret. I need to get rid of that turret.
Commander? Moving to position.
Ooh, an LBX-20 Demolisher, that's not good.
Affirmative.
Fortunately, lack of armor
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
really lets that down. Okay, this catapult's actually
Commander?
basically full health. Sadly, if I'm in the forest, I can't see.
Yeah? What can I do you for? Something I can do?
At some risk of being head clipped.
All weapons committed.
Move in and engage this turret. Ah, it's not a heavy turret. It's actually... It's heavily armored, but it's not heavily structured. Oh, okay.
What's up, Commander?
Looking for the cursed red 2 that would indicate that the cockpit got hit and a man died. And a man paid the ultimate price for it.
Turret destroyed.
I'm receiving you. Acknowledged.
Medium reinforced building. Sweet.
Confirmed.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander.
I'm coming in hot. Where is the LZ? Of course it is! What is even the point? That is not even a choice. There is no way that you could run for that extract. That Jaeger's in a stupid position. I wonder how many missiles he's got. Oh, 3 cans. He'll be firing all day long.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, cooling down.
Orders?
It's within my minimum range. Break his leg.
All weapons committed.
Nearly.
Enemy mech. Critical
Whoa.
damage detected.
Surely you can finish the job here.
Target confirmed. Report critical hit.
Okay.
Orders?
Because I would shoot at the leg of a mech that's got reinforced legs. Because apparently I'm an idiot. Oh well, whatever. What kind of catapult is that? C1. Okay. Oof. even an LRM-5 is scary. Because all it takes is for that missile to find the cockpit and I'm done.
Aye, aye.
That's all that is
Roger
required.
that.
I wonder if it'd be quicker to take his side off.
Firing all weapons.
Just realised my chance to hit his leg is like
Reporting critical
26%. 26% over whatever, like 200 health that he has there. I had no chance of taking him out. Nope.
Good to go.
Better to fill that CT with missiles.
Engaging target.
Ah, I forgot to switch them back on. Oh well. Should be enough. Oh, it wasn't quite.
Oh, nice hit on that one. Nice hit.
Damn it.
Engaging target.
Alright. 3 left.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Position confirmed.
It's awesome is never getting a shot. He's quite badly damaged though, so I guess it's okay. Another champion. Ooh. It panics me every time.
Standing by.
Probably more important for me to get rid of this catapult first, though.
Firing a full salvo.
That's the dude with the real missiles. Okay. The Marauder is fine.
I can't take much more of this.
That leg damage is not that important.
On the move. Firing full complement on enemy.
This catapult has a lot of firepower, but its armor is relatively weaker than other models, so should be able to just smack him down. Okay, well there goes all his weapons.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
And he's about to find himself on his backside.
Waiting for orders.
Going airborne.
Got it, Commander.
An assassin? Oh, that's funny.
Scored a critical hit.
Just punch holes in the idiot. Okay, that's the left-hand side of the Awesome, which is not that badly damaged. It's the right-hand side that got softened up.
Receiving you.
You are humbly requested to leave the building.
Hostile removed.
Okay. Oh, the Jaeger's got a shot. That's nearly 100 damage he did there.
Commander?
It's not bad at all. Wow. I seem to be tracing that guy's leg.
All weapons committed.
Wow, I found his leg again.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Sucks to be you.
I'm ready. Location confirmed. Locked on target.
Man, I am like...
Target taken.
I'm hitting the leg almost every time. He's been knocked down, so he's got a 2-hit penalty.
Damage minimal.
It's quite a pretty mech, isn't it? The old MWO models are really quite nice.
Engaging target. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, this could be the end for him. Not quite, but nearly. This
Yes,
will
Commander.
be the end. There's no way his core will survive. Oh!
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Wow. Well, I mean, it was the end in a literal there is nothing left of him way. Somehow he is still technically alive. With 8 hit points.
Awaiting orders.
It's just to spite me, really.
Affirmative. Target eliminated.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, the awesome. The awesome's got this.
Confirmed.
Boom!
Mission successful.
I can do an extract right now. No need to go to the planned extract point, the shooting gallery point, the ambush point. Oh. It's such a joke that the extract point is almost always where the enemy spawned. It is like she's trying to kill you. Wow, LBX-20s and the ammunition for it. LBX-20 ammo, quantity 8. I don't know if I can see myself using an LBX-20, but I will definitely take that PPC. Not really much in terms of mech salvage here that interests me. Plenty of interesting weapons though. -5 heat on an AC-10 is actually pretty good. You know, that's 2 tons of heat sinks removed. Or I suppose 1 ton if you think of it as a double heatsink. I don't see a world in which I ever want to use LBX-20s. It's just the range is just too short. I'm really heavily invested in PPCs. I better take the high-end PPCs. Hey, I got the ammo though. That's actually the rarer thing. Finding the guns is somewhat easier than finding the ammunition, it would seem. Well, I mean, it makes sense, of course. If you think about it, if you have ancient weapons, the odds are that the ammo is going to run out before the weapons break. Think of all the antique weapons that exist as lost tech in real life, as in, you know, people no longer know how to make them. Old handguns and old rifles, maybe Civil War era stuff. that strange rifle that fires hexagon bullets. You know, the weapons, the examples of the weapons still exist, but the ammunition is long gone. Okay. Let's go to Ward. It's 19 days away, despite me being right next to it.
By your command.
But it is...
Job's done, Commander.
It is a high skull rating. Ah, new flashpoint added in Panzer. That's got to be the next story mission. I'm worried about the interface is being weird, and I'm worried that it will break. So let me just save now, just in case when I've got a navigation. Oh, here we go.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Let's go.
I've got the financial report.
For the glory of the plot.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Let's get my kit repaired before we get there. Wait a minute. This is the Marauder. Actually, before I do that, so I put in 2 lasers with extended range and one that was slightly lighter. Is that anything that I would want to change? "12 damage, minus 3 tons, minus 45 range." Really punchy, short range. Or of course long range for slightly reduced damage. Plus 90 range is huge for a large laser. No, I guess there's nothing I want to change about this.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
But there is definitely something I want to change about this. Where is that small laser? Wait, it's not this mech.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Here it is. He's got a small laser in the cockpit. Seriously. Right, let's upgrade this guy's PPCs because I've got some better ones now. Okay, standard ones can come out. We got slightly lighter one and one that's slightly cooler. Minus 0.5 tons, minus 1 accuracy. I do have some plus 6 damage ones lying around. This is another mech that would really benefit from double heatsink engine. Let's take this one off and put the one that's got plus 6 damage. I don't need the extra weight. Okay, alright, that's better. This mech would hugely benefit from a DHS. Hell, with DHS, you could potentially run another PPC on it if you took out the heat sinks. How many of these heat sinks are actually engine? One required external heatsink. So the rest are, so this one here is legit, and the rest are all actual. I'm paying weight for them. So yeah, a DHS in here, you could probably run 5 PPCs. And then we really would be configured for awesome.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
See if we get our hands on a DHS kit at some point, because I've got the money now. I can afford to buy one if I see one.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Let's go. Okay, once we get there, we'll have a quick look at the shop, and then we'll call it. And then we'll be on for the next plot mission. They should start gaining in difficulty as we go along. Leave it alone. Never go against Farad. You will be punished. Okay, let's have a quick look in the store. Hey, there's a Kintaro with endo steel and DHS. No wonder it's so expensive. Absolutely top of the line medium. The best medium money can buy. ER medium lasers, NARC, streak SRMs, sorry, no, standard SRMs. It's not quite as missile intensive as some variants of the Kintaro, but I mean, that's a very nice piece of kit. More catapult pieces. AC-5s, large lasers. Rangefinder. I don't think that's something I have in stock, actually. Could be useful. Alright, that's it for now. Join me next time. We're gonna liberate Panzer. Which I don't remember it being the most difficult of missions, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. But as always, BTR stop mechs and BTR turrets might have something to say with me just breezing through it. So we'll see what happens. That is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.